Hey everybody, how's it going? Thanks for joining us on a Wednesday night. I I know it's a little bit later than we normally. Oh wait, I have my echo going. I did not. There we go. Now I don't have to hear myself echo. I'm glad to have everybody here. I'm gonna have Carlos jump on with me right now and talk a little bit, and then we're gonna bring on our special guest for the night, which I'm already highlighting this bottle. So if you guys have this bottle, pull it out tonight. Come join it with us. Carlos and I are actually gonna do uh, our first taste of it, like initial pop and taste of it tonight as we talk about this. So let me bring on that good-looking man from Florida. What up, buddy?
What's up, Doc? How you doing, man?
It feels like it's been way too long, man. We need to do something together sooner than later, you know?
We need to, man. Yeah, I'm definitely down for that, man.
Yeah.
How you been, man?
I mean, we do have the couples coming up. That couples in January is when I'm going to start that couples thing. So I know you're one of the couples I have on there. So
okay.
Yeah. So what are we going to say? Sorry about that.
No. I was going to say that it's a Wednesday and we need some good whiskey.
I agree. So are you pretty excited about tonight? I know I am.
I am, man. When they reached out to me about this, so Rye Guy reached out to me about this, and I was ecstatic about getting this bottle. And I love the freaking gator on it. I'm coining it right now, Florida Gator.
And I love the name too. They're called Foolproof Whiskey, but full is FOOL. So I love that name. Right Guy introduced me, told me about this bottle, and then when me and you grabbed it, he was like, "Hey, can you guys have them on?" I said, "Hey, hell yeah! I love meeting new people and promoting people and stuff like that." So I'm pretty excited. What they do is pretty cool. So we'll bring them on, let them talk about what they do, and as they do that, we'll pop this bottle open and pour a sip of it out. Does that sound good?
Yeah, it definitely sounds good, and you'll probably mention it, but we're giving away some stuff as well.
Yeah, I was about to mention that before we brought him on. So at the we're gonna give 2 giveaways. Carlos and I are gonna do a 4-pack each. So he's gonna do a 4-pack, but the 4-pack will include a pour of this as well in there. And so at the end, we'll give away 2 4-packs to whoever's still watching at that time. So make sure to stay on so you can win some free whiskey. I know mine's going to be kind of a picks 4-pack. I'm going to choose from all the picks I have, and I'm going to do a pick from there. So that's what I'm planning to do.
Okay. I'll probably do the same, man, because, sometimes it's a little hard just going through some, I guess, some of the popular whiskeys, because you don't know what somebody has already. So
yeah, and you know what? I've learned over the last year and a half that some of the best whiskeys are the picks anyways.
Exactly.
And they're like unicorns because, it's one, that's that one and that's it, So heck yeah. So, all right, let's get our guest on. Let's bring them on. So we are bringing on Chad and Jesse from Foolproof Whiskey. Let me bring them on. Here we go. Hey guys, how are you guys doing?
Happy Wednesday, guys. How are y'all?
Cheers, guys.
Yeah. We appreciate it. Jesse is the good looks and the brains, so I'm kind of here to make sure we offset the side of the camera. So
that's good. I'll put you guys at top, so the good looks are at top. I gotta get them to stare somewhere. So
we appreciate it, man. We want to say for sure the giveaway thing is great. We're big on the whole community aspect of it. Y'all doing giveaways right off the bat is pretty awesome, man. So Charles, Rye Guy, thank you so much. Really appreciate this as well. Connecting us, real excited.
Yeah. Charles he's such a great guy. I got to meet him over the last year, and now we communicate. And sometimes it's funny. I've been traveling, and sometimes I have an option to pick something. I'll call him, hey, which one should I get between these two? Sometimes he just says both, and I was like, well, that's what I was going with. I was trying to limit my expenditure here, but hey, I guess I'll get both.
He's not good for the wallet. Definitely not good for the wallet.
Yeah, he's a bad influence on the wallet.
That's for sure. So, Carlos, do we want to pop this open, pour some out, let it breathe a little bit, and then start talking about it?
Yeah, let's do that, man.
All right, let's do that. So, anybody out there, if you guys have this pick, join us. We'd like to hear your comments about it, what you guys have thought about it so far, too. And share that with us. So, here we go. We're going to pop this open. Ooh, nice pop there.
I'm going to do a pop.
Yeah, shout out to River Roots on this one. They actually have a tab that's pull worthy. There was no knives needed on this one. So that's
that is much appreciated.
Yeah, that is so much appreciated. I one time was doing a live. It was a long live, and I had one of those waxes I had to pull out a knife for, and I quietly had to walk off, clean my blood off my hand, and come back on because I cut myself on that one. But yeah, that was a while back. That was a while back, but I've learned since then. Oh, that smells good already, and it just barely hit in there. So I'm gonna let it sit here for a second before I start really sipping on it. But let that air out a little bit.
I love
so,
that
guys,
color. That's
yeah, look at that. Look at that color there. So tell us a little bit about yourselves. Well, introduce yourselves, and then a little bit about about yourself.
Up in Jesse.
Yeah, so my name is Jesse Hernandez. A little bit about myself. I moved to Florida back in 2006 from California, Southern California.
Okay.
I have a wife, 2 kids. My son's 4 years old. My daughter's going to be 2 in December. Funny how we met, actually, with Chad. Our wives were at a park with our kids and got to talking and, found out that both of their husbands enjoyed whiskey. So they figured that we should probably get together and hang out. And
they didn't know what they were setting up, right? They didn't know what they were starting with all this, did they?
They had no idea.
Yeah. So he has a 4-year-old son. I have a 3-year-old son, and both of our wives were pregnant with our daughters at the same time.
Wow.
We live 5 minutes away from each other. So it's been great. He's a younger guy, which really hurts sometimes, but it's all good. No, it's been great. We're in a small kind of a suburb of Orlando, an hour northwest away in Lake County. So Eustis, Maldora, Tavares area. And around us, Orlando and Tampa get a lot of the love for some of the bottle picks and all that stuff. And we're hoping to change that a little bit with some of the things we have going around us. Some great store partners. Shout out to Shu with Liquor Warehouse in Eustis. He's been incredible. And then also our own solo barrel picks, something like this. Rye Guy's very instrumental in that one. We have something called the Foundation Room. There's 4 other people. You have Charles, Candace, Jake, and Pablo out in California. All help us with our decisions and tastings and things of that nature. So very lucky to have them. I'm sure, as you guys can talk about, not much without having a good foundation, behind you guys.
And it's good to have different people to try things, You definitely need.
Yeah,
it's that, especially if our palates are a little bit different, things I might not, normally want to get. You throw a question in the room, they say, yeah, definitely pull the trigger. You get it. Next thing you know, you actually like it. But what do they know?
Yeah, what do they know? I just want to comment that it is sticking to the glass very nicely. Like there's a ring on top of this, so I'm about to go and taste the first little sip here, just to kind of wet my palate. Not really to taste it at all, just kind of get my palate a little acclimated. So I'm gonna go for a sip here.
Yeah, the 60-30-10 mash bill, definitely a higher wheat, is something we haven't really had before at all. It's out of Statesville, North Carolina. There's one big distiller there that's for the most part. Huge fan. I will say after this one, we're definitely have to attack that distiller a little more and hopefully get more contact with them, because if they have this at say 10 years, 11 years, maybe a little higher proof as well, it'd be incredible.
Nice.
Yeah, so it is a straight wheated bourbon whiskey, and it's 108.52 proof. If you guys are wondering, 7 years, 10 months. So pretty close to 8 years already on this one.
Yeah, we're big fans of the wheated bourbon. Any kind of high wheat mash bill, we've always seemed to enjoy that. Yeah. So when these barrels came up, we definitely wanted to take our name and throw it in the hat for a pick with them. So definitely thankful for River Roots for giving us great barrels to choose from. I mean, all the ones that we tried were fantastic, but this one stood out unanimous above the rest of them.
Yeah, that's kind of cool too. Go ahead.
With them, did you get to go to the distillery and pick it, or did you have samples to pick from?
So on this one was samples. Obviously, with the kids itself, getting up to Cleveland isn't necessarily a thing we can do right now. We just recently did our first on-site pick a little while back, but we will get back to do it. They sent us a couple after discussing what we were looking for as far as proof range and that type of thing. Sent us a few that they thought we would like. As he said, we did like them all, and it's cool to see the other 2 barrels also released, and I would happily buy those other barrels as well. It's just they're very good. You'll have some that are more coffee forward. You'll have some more kind of a caramel vanilla chew type thing forward. This is a little more tiramisu to it. Mm-hmm. It's a good pour, man.
So did you guys have like a relationship with River Roots before, or how did you guys get to actually pick with River Roots?
Yeah,
what was the decision there?
We're very big on kind of the Discord streets on some of the stuff, and made some great relationships. So this is a big shout out to Daniel with Cask and Point. He has a YouTube as well. He had a great relationship with River Roots. He's done many picks with them. And as opposed to going the normal way and going through the customer service aspect, he set us up and said, hey, work with these guys. And Christine from River Roots has been incredible. The whole thing was flawless. I mean, from the time they sent us samples to tasting, it was incredible. So we'll definitely be back with them for sure. Probably the smoothest team we've worked with so far as online goes.
Oh wow, that's nice. That's awesome. And before we go forward, I just want to say, if you ever need somebody that you need them to go and help pick for you, I volunteer already. Just let me know. As long as you let me know 3 weeks in advance or longer, I can usually fit my schedule around it. Just so you know.
If Pablo's watching, Pablo, your spot's gone immediately. Doc's hopping in for you, dude. Sorry.
Yeah, and actually, my wife's from Ohio, so we haven't been out to Ohio in a while, but we used to go out to Ohio pretty often. So I can pretty much convince you to go to Ohio pretty easy.
I'll go with
Carlos, you're
that and let you guys know that if you guys need an extra when you're picking your next barrel, I'll drive. You don't have to twist my arm. I'll drive the hour or so to get over there and help you guys.
Well, thanks for having us on as well, and we'll make sure we'll make some things happen. I promise that.
That's awesome, though. No, actually, so that was my second sip on it. I was letting it kind of sit on the mouth. It's nice and sweet up front, and like you said, like a tiramisu kind of sweetness, some burntness in there as well. So it's just nice, and that the way it was sticking on the glass, it actually sticks on the tongue very, very nicely.
Yeah. You'd think it'd be higher proof or a little aged, a little longer, right? I mean, It's good. I'm very happy. Again, I would have thought about checking out this mash bill. We have some good friend Travis who does some chemistry at home, I guess is the best way to say it. And I think adding the 60-30-10 mash bill to some of that's going to be fun to mess with.
Yeah, I like there's a little thing in the background. I haven't figured out what that taste is, but it's kind of like a little bit spicy at the back. And I haven't figured out what that tastes like to me, but I like the way it just hangs there at the end. So I keep sipping and just waiting for that to kind of, it's going to pop in my head eventually, but I like the way it just kind of spicy there at the back.
Yeah, for an almost 8 year, it's got a great finish on it,
No, it does.
Like if like he said, if it gets up to 10 years, 9 years, 10 years, I think it would be even better.
Yeah, those 10 years are just it's just a perfect spot for a lot of things, a lot of bourbons, a lot of whiskeys,
Especially the wheats, man. I mean, you look at WLW is one of my favorite pours of all time, and it gets around that 12 years, sometimes a little bit higher than that is where we go. But it's nice. I think North Carolina obviously has a little bit different climate too. I think this has, if you taste a little more, almost a Detling to it, like a very kind of coffee malty flavor on some of it, not as dark or malty as that. But I think it's akin to some of the more southern as opposed to, I guess Kentucky.
That's funny because you said that Detling is a lot darker to me. So Candace is somebody that might be, I haven't seen them on here, but they put, I wish I could say the actual phrase that you used regarding Pablo. So now I'm very curious. So you can put it out there. We're not going to kick you off if you use a few profanities, No,
it's no profanities. We, so again, this is part of the foundation crew. Candace is one of those, Pablo. We're very, very tight knit. It's almost a fraternity, except for Candace. She has a vagina. We usually will get people to say, suck it, Pablo, live.
Okay.
We're talking about heads of distilleries, heads of brands. We'll get it on video and we'll put it in the room for only them to see. And so now every time we talk or do a podcast like this, he says, please, man, whatever you do, don't have them say that. So don't say it.
Remind us in a little while and we won't say it.
Very good. Very nice of you to not say it.
Yeah. There you go.
Detling is double. What does it say? Is double barrel juice.
Yep.
Adds a little oats. Yeah, oats to it. Now I like the way oats just add the texture to stuff. I started realizing that's what I like from the oats when they do that. Yeah. So how long have you guys been doing all this stuff? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, so I was gonna say, what is your favorite mash bill? I know some people are kind of turned off by wheats. Is it up there near one of your favorites? Like, what do you usually go to as far as your go-to mash bill?
So I always weeded stuff is kind of what got me into some whiskeys, Weller and stuff like that. That just weeded and it's just easier on the tongue, easier when you're first starting. A little bit that sweetness, not as spicy normally. So I did like that. Now I'm actually more into. I'm not a rye guy, but I like high ryes, which they really, really are different. I know Carlos here loves ryes. I mean, that's his favorite.
The anti-rye guy.
I am the anti-rye guy. There are some ryes that I do like, but for the most part, I don't like ryes. And just like Doc, I started, I guess, I guess with the weeded match bill, I kind of went away from weeded, and I didn't know I was such a fan of weeded until like maybe a year and a half ago. I was actually doing a video, and I'm putting all these bourbons together, and the ones that came out on top were the weeded bourbons, and I was like, oh crap, I guess I'm a weeded bourbon guy, you know. So that's what happened there. So since then, I've been on a little kick of weeded bourbons, and this one does not disappoint at all.
Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting way to figure out that you like weeded. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, learn something new every day, and that was my goal. Learn something new.
There you go.
Joe C put here that he likes pairing with. Where is it? I misclicked it here. Here we go.
Pairing with cigars.
He likes pairing with cigars, and weeded does not pair well with cigars. I wonder. I don't smoke, so I smoke a cigar maybe once every 3-4 months. So I don't smoke them very often. But I didn't think about that. That I guess it probably wouldn't pair well with the cigar, even though I like kind of sweeter stuff with my cigars, so that kind of balances the bitterness and everything from a cigar. But
so I'm a bit of a newbie on the cigars, but I beg to differ with Josephus over there, because I don't know, man. Like most recently, not most recently, a couple of weeks back, I actually did a pairing with the Maker's Mark Lost Recipe Batch 2, and I think that paired well. The chocolatey taste actually paired well with the cigar, but I guess it's all about your own likes and your own palate, right?
Yeah, trying cigars so far. I mean, we're also very new. We have access to some good ones, which is awesome, but a lot of times it's kind of wasted on us because we'll smoke them, but it's few and far between. Kind of like red wine for just like, all right, that's a cigar. You know?
Yeah, I'm few and far between, and not that I don't like them. It just I always hate the morning after that mouth that you have the morning after, But somebody told me that after smoking a cigar, if you actually do peanut butter, but it like Jiffy Smooth or something like that it will get rid of it. So like if you do that, then like after you smoke it. So I'm not a peanut butter fan, but I'm willing to try it. So
I'll have to try that because just like you, I hate the morning after thing as well.
Yeah, my wife hates it too, man. So we're on the same page.
Fortaleza Añejo is my favorite pairing. That's a great pairing if you like tequila and if you can find Añejo in Fortaleza. So, yeah, that would be cool because I think what's his name, Arnold Schwarzenegger likes to do his with tequila as well.
He like dips the whole cigar in there.
Well, no, I actually watched a video how he does it. It's not. I thought it was that, right? But he actually wipes it with he gets an oak, like little thin oak thing, and then dips that in there, and then wipes it down. Oh, and then after he lights it, then he gets it, and he kind of wets the tip afterwards. Now me, because I saw him do that, I just get it, and I kind of just turn it sideways and kind of wet the tip of it. So the first few puffs taste like bourbon to me, and not the cigar, like that bitter cigar flavor that you first get when you're trying to light the damn thing. Yeah. But that's what I do. I stole it from him, but I did it instead of with tequila, I do it with bourbon.
Nice.
Love it.
So how many barrel picks have you guys done?
So actually, just I'll hop into the store partner portion first, and I'll do the other stuff.
Yeah. So we have a split right now. River Roots is our very first solo barrel pick that we just.
Oh, congratulations! Woo woo!
Appreciate that.
Really appreciate that.
We had two close friends.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Candace helped out on picking this one, as well as our good friend Travis, who's local to us. But then, like he mentioned at the beginning, we have a store partner in Liquor Warehouse in Eustis. His name is Shu. Just an incredible guy, just the nicest guy ever. We've been going to his store for the last few years. Got to talking with him, making relationships like everyone does with their local store. Found out he's more of a Scotch drinker than he is a bourbon and whiskey drinker. So we, kind of threw our name in the hat for, hey, if you ever need any help on any barrel picks that you guys have, we would love to help out. And he reached out to us. I think our first one was a Blanton's store pick. Crazy high yield, like 275 bottles on the Blanton's.
Wow.
And that was a great time. We did a Cream of Kentucky single barrel cask strength store
Okay.
pick
Yeah.
that actually just came out a couple days ago. Actually, the end of last week. So that just landed. And then we just did a Bacta pick with some guys in Riverview area, Tampa, Winthrop Liquors.
Oh, that was you guys that picked it with them?
Yeah, Peacock and Winthrop, man, great guys. Dude.
And then
Great guys.
Peacock's and Bourbon from Instagram, John. Shout
guy.
out to him. He's another great guy. He's the one that kind of set everything up with us and invited us to do it with Winthrop. So that was a good time. That actually is releasing tomorrow. So anybody in the Tampa area, they're going to be doing a release at Winthrop tomorrow morning. They're going to have food, Cubans. It'll be a good time. And if you've ever been to Winthrop before, they have a great patio bar. So it's a good time. And then we did a rare character pick with Shoe and Liquor Warehouse back in August. So that should be coming probably maybe this month, beginning of next month.
Yeah.
And that's a new barrel code. I think it's MEL. So it was a really good time for that one too. I think it's a 9-year Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
I think as far as Liquor Warehouse goes, unless I'm missing something.
We also did a Russell's pick for Shoe last week.
I
We
don't
were
know
in
how
Kentucky at Wild Turkey doing an on-site pick, which was incredible.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed that. That was like the bucket list of all picks. Like
That's
she was like, "Hey, I got a pick in at Wild Turkey for a Russell's.
Yeah.
I can't make it. Could you guys go?"
Like, oh no.
We're like, "Yeah, man, it's gonna be tough, but yeah, I think we can do it." You know?
Yeah.
So
Incredible. And so on that side of it real quick so we had that one. We also did our second single release just from us is Reveries. So Jay West has been on our Mount Rushmore for a long time. He started a brand called the Reveries. He also has Provenance as well, kind of a sister brand to that. And so we're able to go up there and pick 2 barrels with him. I think the first one will be available in a couple of weeks. And we'll do the same thing. All those supporters we've had previously, they'll get first access and then go from there. We'll definitely throw you guys some samples at least, let you give it a try.
I appreciate that.
And then, we're open to doing more of them. We plan on doing more in the beginning of the year, probably take a month and a half off. What I will say is that when we talk about Shoe being a great guy, Jesse and I are huge on a lot of charity efforts. So a lot of what we do is a lot of free giveaways, free in the sense that people win whiskey and all they have to do is donate money, I guess, type thing.
Yeah.
And then all the money goes to certain charities. It's been incredible. And then Shoe, we partnered up with ABC Liquor, which is ABC Fine Wine and Spirits here in Florida. It's the largest family-owned liquor and spirit store in Florida. Shoe is, I guess, a rival of that store, but we ran a charity through ABC, and he donated close to $1,000 worth of bottles. No questions asked, just because it was for children's cancers research. That's the type of guy he is. We'll bring in, an Eagle Rare 17 to crack with him, and he'll one-up us with some incredible Macallan, high age statement type thing. So very lucky where we are and who we've been connected with. It's all been about relationships so far. That's
Hey, Carlos, it sounds like we need to take a trip to go visit, huh?
Dude, I promise you,
Kind of sounds
won't
that
be
way.
boring. It will not be boring.
I'm in Florida pretty often. We're a Disney family, so we're at Disney about 2 or 3 times a year. We're just there. What was it, 2 weeks ago or something like that? I was out there.
Let me know. Cut my teeth. The Swan and Dolphin Resort. I did a lot of work there in my previous life before getting out of food and beverage. So spent a couple of years there. Loved it. It's really I actually dove into more whiskey there, doing some of their fine dining stuff. So
Yeah, actually, the last time we went to, I want to say it was the Dolphin, which is the one that used to have the Don Shula, but now it's a different steakhouse. Oh, like Steak and Bourbon, I think is what it's called, or something like that.
I'm gonna get crushed because I'm 50% chance of getting it right. I'm gonna get it wrong. I think it's the Dolphin. But yeah, so Shula's and then Blue Zoo are probably 2 of my favorite restaurants, and they had some great liquor lists to get into. So that was my baptizing.
Yeah, I was so the Steak and Bourbon, I was kind of disappointed with their bourbon list, because when you have Steak and Bourbon as your name, I expect you to have a bigger list of bourbon to try. But the steak was hella good, the food was hella good, the service was really good, and I just got an okay pour. I mean, there was nothing like, oh, I really need to try that off the menu. So
what did they have? Like airport and hotel lobby whiskey?
I think, if I remember correctly, I think their highest thing was like a Blanton's. They had like Weller 107, and just that was their upper end of their list there. And they had a pick. I think they had a pick. I think that's what I got was their pick.
I have no pull. I'm gonna call Walt. and see what he can do. Let's get something down there. Let's get some stuff.
You need to please. The next time I go, but I mean, the steak was really, really good. I had a really good steak, and I like to try steaks everywhere I go. When I was younger, I never got to eat steaks, and now I try to eat them all the time. I kind of have to balance that with my, cholesterol and stuff like that. But hey, we're on vacation. When you're on vacation, it doesn't count. That's my theory.
Amen to that.
So, guys, I do have the a hashtag going for you guys. So if you guys haven't seen that, make sure you guys fill that out. That's how Carlos and I are going to do the giveaways at the end. I usually have a monkey in the background helping me. My monkey's sick, so he can come out and help me. He looks like a monkey, and he types like this. And I throw him a banana every once in a while, and it works. Or like Jack, because it tastes like banana. And but he was sick today, so he wasn't out here. I was like, oh crap, I need to get that going. I just realized my monkey's not in the background to do that for me. So I got it set up. It looks like it's working. I haven't done that in such a long time. It was so funny trying to get that set up for myself.
Yeah, that's the best, man.
Huh?
You guys are the best. I've seen some of the comments coming in. Appreciate the call out on the exclamation point foolproof. Thank you.
Yeah. For that. Yeah, the thing it doesn't do is a hashtag. It is an exclamation. So that's how my system works. But hey, I figured if you're gonna have you on here, that's what we're gonna do it as. So far, out of all your picks, what's been your favorite pick?
I'll go first. I think what I'm the most excited about,
so political,
and what we had a great time was in Reveries with Jay West. He has, like you said, we've been following him for years with his Reddit and obviously the take ratings that he has. Just the best single barrels that we've had. We've kind of followed him for a while, getting his single barrel picks. But the 8-year and the 15-year that we have coming from him, we're very excited about. And that was like our first on-site barrel pick that we got to do. And it was just a great experience all around.
Yeah, with that. So he's based in Middleburg, Virginia. And so we got to bring our wives up. Our in-laws were happy enough to take our kids, which is great. Brought the wives up. It's actually surprisingly wine country up there, like actual vineyards and such, which was awesome. So the wives got to do that. And then they talk about how, you never want to meet your heroes or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
And then you meet Jay, and he's just the man. He's the best. It was
that's awesome.
Him, and he was incredible. It was awesome. So it wasn't just the whole starstruck thing of it, but I think we know his palate pretty well, given it's been 4 or 5 years of following him. The 15-year yet to be branded is going to be incredible. So it's certain. We'll get more later on, but we're excited for that one. I think that's hopefully going to drop in a couple of weeks. But yeah, that's been the most exciting. Aside from that, Russell's though. The Russells, we got to have our tasting with Bruce Russell, and I got him to sign my Generations bottle.
Awesome.
And Wild Turkey is my favorite distillery, right? And then we immediately cracked the Generations bottle and drank all of it. So,
that is honestly a great pour. It is a great pour. I thought it was gonna be one of those that comes out okay, but I honestly was one of my favorite pours. Tom Black in here, he's a huge fan too of turkey. So
it's the best juice there is, man. Generations is a favorite pour of all time, pretty up there, I think. And Russell's 15, what they did last year has been.
Oh yeah, I love that Russell's 15.
Yeah, I was peeking at some of these cabinets. Where is that? Yeah, your back, left shoulder, Doc? Is it what we get some Russells up there? I know it's up there. I peeked.
Oh yeah, that's so all my Russells is up in that cabinet over there. So yeah, all that up top is of my Russell stuff. Yeah, so love it. The Russell's 15 was so hard to find a backup though that it took me forever to find a backup, and I ended up having to pay a little bit more than I wanted to, but I needed a backup of it.
Duck racing.
Yeah,
the 2 words that saved my life.
Save your life or get you in trouble.
Hey man, we only talk about the wins here in this family.
Well, you know what? I hear you because I know what you're talking about, and I was in a particular race of a Russell's 15 and 13 this week. I won't mention who put it up there, and I lost. I didn't even come top 10. I was I won't say who did that. I won't say anything. That's all I'm saying about that one. But actually, I'm usually pretty lucky on those things, and I've been on a losing streak, which is just so. Yeah, Tom Black, turkey. You say turkey? So,
speaking of turkey, just real quick, the 15-year that we picked, just a little teaser. It is a 75, 13, 12 mash bill. So
there is There's the mash bill there, distilled in
Wow.
one place and aged in a different place. All that good stuff. So we're excited
Super excited about that.
It works out. It definitely works out.
So talking about that, like when that comes out, and everybody who's watching, if they want to go, how are they able to get a bottle if they want one?
This is where I'll bring up. So we are part of a lucky part of a group called Whiskey Kids on Discord. Candace and Jake started that one. And so kind of the big thing is all community, right? So we don't want to hide good whiskey behind a paywall. And that's no shade to anybody else who has a Patreon or anything like that at all. But for now, it's just kind of everyone has been super awesome. So in this group, there's been thousands of dollars of just samples given away and talking about one of those things, just community, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so generally we'll go through them first and give them some time and then some other places. And then we'll get posted our Instagram and certain Facebook groups here locally as well. We haven't really done much of a national one. I think Bourbon Social on Facebook. James LaCory, shout out to you. You're awesome. You run a great scam-free page. There's no buying and selling in that one, but it's whiskey lovers who can kind of chat a little bit, called Bourbon Social. And we kind of do it that way. We don't have a Patreon or our own Discord yet. We likely won't do a Patreon. But yeah, so Whiskey Kids. And then so on Discord, definitely shout them out. They have an Instagram page just got started. And then a couple Facebook pages here and there. It's going to be, if you're not familiar with how barrel picks work, you make no money on the pick. You don't make any dollars at all, but you are financially responsible for the entire pick. So if it didn't sell, you got to eat it all, which is fine. So if you see us with like a wall of 15-year from Jay West, we won't be complaining. I promise. I promise that.
The main thing for us too is Instagram. So that's going to be the main way that we're going to communicate out when we have our picks coming up, when they're going to be dropping and all that. So if you don't already, follow us on Instagram, Foolproof Whiskey.
Okay, I'll definitely make sure. I think I do follow you on Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I do. I know I found this bottle because Rye Guy pointed out to me for me to go grab one. That's how I got this one. So I just need to figure out, make sure I'm following all your aspects. I can do that. And and actually, like you're talking about Patreon, a lot of people just got kicked off of Patreon that are bourbon people, big bourbon people, because Patreon does not allow liquor or even like glasses like this and all that. So they're all of a sudden like pounding down on it. So a lot of people just got kicked off. So,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So they're going different routes with that. So just curious. So out of curiosity, do you guys have it?
Yeah.
Did you guys still have Generations? Did you guys finish all of it?
So we crushed the entire bottle in less than 24 hours. It was a good time. We have some pictures and things to go. It was great. It was a very responsible, fun time. We had some help. I wasn't planning on cracking that bottle. It was my only one. It was my leftover backup. And as soon as Bruce signed it, it's like, all right, let's crack it open.
Yeah,
so
that's super cool.
We'll be on the back soon. Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
I got to ask for you guys. I know you had asked previously about certain giveaways and all that stuff. With the upcoming holidays, what kind of charity events you guys have going on? We'd love to highlight that and maybe throw some love y'all's way if that's a thing.
I know Carlos does charity events out there in Florida. Yeah, I just, whoever has a charity event, I like to just share with them. I don't have any charity events myself, but if somebody's doing something and they and I can help, I always just try to, throw in either some bottles or some like super samples, like stuff like, where I'll throw in like a whole bunch of Blanton's blinds or, wild turkey blinds and all that. Like, that's what I try to do to help people. So that I don't do very many, unfortunately, not very many charities, but I probably should start looking into them. The only one I did recently was the Texas one. We had the Texas flooding because I'm a Texas boy. But that's the only. But other than that, I usually just try to help other people do their charities. But I appreciate that.
Yeah, Carlos, feel free.
So I'm part of the North Tampa Bottle Club here, and every Christmas we do some type of charity. Actually, all throughout the year because. We also try to help different members of the group as well, like if they're going through like struggles or things like that. So now coming up for Christmas, I believe we're teaming up with somebody or doing a collaboration with another group as well. And all proceeds are going to go to that charity. We're actually going to have a call about it this week to kind of get all the specifics. But that's basically a big raffle that we get together. People either donate. We also help out for like a children's association where they give them toys. So people either donate cash, they donate toys, or they put bottles of whiskey into the raffle, and then we do a big raffle. I believe this time it's going to be December 20th. Don't quote me on that date because we're still finalizing it, but December 20th or around there is when we're going to do the raffle, and then all the proceeds go to these charities, or the toys go to the Kids Association.
Yes. So we're part of the North Tampa Bottle Club. We don't act, not very active in it. We've been lucky enough to meet some great people over there. Mike runs a tight crew. I will say, if you're talking about community as well, I mean, we have like a nice rivalry for Central Florida versus Tampa, for instance, but Mike's killing it. I think what you guys are doing in North Tampa is incredible. Some of the charity stuff we've seen in the last few months, especially, has been silly. So we'd love to help out wherever we can with that one as well.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Awesome.
It's always going to have a rivalry that's like fun to compete and just kind of push each other. That's a good thing. It's a good thing.
It's fun. No, it's great, honestly, and especially a lot of these guys. So I'm from Alabama, but most of my raisins here in Central Florida. So you have the Gator versus Seminoles. I'm Roll Tide all day, and so let's be clear here: the Weeded Warrior is based on we live on the Harris chain of lakes here, right? And so we're known for huge gators. Zero UF affiliation, but if you bought a bottle, sure, I guess go Gators, right? That's how.
I'm glad you're clarifying that up for the people who were doubting. I hadn't even thought about that. I'm a UT person, Horns, and I wasn't even thinking that. So,
I mean, I didn't see any blue and orange there, so I figured it wasn't part of that. I just thought it was just highlighting Gators in Florida, quite honestly. But
yeah, I love the way he looks. He's cool. He's a cool looking Gator. He looks like a Rambo of Gators,
That's exactly the we used. So Jesse and I actually made the label. It's two different AIs we used, one to create the prompt and one to create the image. It went well, and that's exactly what we were going for. It's kind of a Rambo Gator type thing.
Yeah.
There's a joke. So Candace, shout out Veterans Day. Thank you for all you did for our country. There's a meme we used that it's Rambo coming up behind a guy, getting ready to, crush him, and that's our Candace. And so that's kind of the inspiration behind this one. There's actually initials on the shoulder that didn't pan out based on how toned it was.
Yeah.
It has our Candace initials and Travis's initials as well. But
yeah, kind
it's
of
there.
The label came out a little darker, but the initials are there. So it's the thought.
It's a badass label. It's a badass label.
It really is. And I like how dark it is. It looks nice like that.
It was meant to be that way.
Yeah.
So what about you guys? As far as barrel picks go on that end, have you all dove into a lot of those things? Do you have any aspirations, any things on that nature?
Ooh, aspirations. I have a ton of them, but I have a wife that keeps my aspirations pretty level. But I have done my first barrel pick. I don't have it yet. It's coming out. If it doesn't come out in November, I'm going to push it till January. I actually did mine with the out of Louisiana. It's my Whiskey Tree is the name of the group, or the name of the bottle I got. It's 7-3 Distillery. Nancy Fraley is part of their group. She does their master. She's our master blender.
All right.
Luca's their master distiller. I know my buddy Gnome is one of their distillers as well. So after I've been wanting to do one for such a long time, I finally got to set up with them, and I think it was my perfect first one. I felt very comfortable. They gave me so many good choices, and it was one of those things where when at the end I had trouble choosing one. Like I was to narrow it down to one because the choices they gave me were so damn good, and then they gave me two extra choices at the end that didn't help my initial choice. I'm like, Luca, you stop giving me better, good stuff. Like it's hard for me to choose already. And then here you are adding more stuff to me, So in the end, what I end up doing is I end up having two picks, 2 half barrels. So I end up with 2 half barrels that I don't know the quantity out of them yet or anything like that. So, but we're working on all that. And my biggest thing right now is they don't have distribution in Texas where I'm at. It's almost done. It's almost ready. So I think that's kind of what they're waiting for before they get back to me. But if it doesn't come out in November, I'll push it till January because I don't want it to come out in December during Christmas time. So that's where I'm at with that.
We're good for 2.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're available, obviously.
Oh yeah, right now I'm small, and so I'm hoping that I don't end up with 20 behind me like you're saying with the your 15 year. But I appreciate it.
What are we, man?
Yeah, I mean, we were worried about the same thing with the River Roots, and that kind of blew us away with how I mean, quick, and we appreciate you guys for grabbing a bottle.
Oh,
and,
you have no idea. Thank you
and
so
Rye
much
Guy
for that.
for
Yeah,
letting you
Charles,
guys even
dude,
know
thank-
about it. So
I think you'd be surprised, especially I think people get blown away right now with trying to go for the highest proof, highest age, $599 bottle, which is awesome. I know, again, no shade on that. Perfect. But if you're looking to sell and reach the majority of people who are drinking whiskey, that's not it. Especially so Jesse and I want to build a bar, right? So how do we pick barrels for every shelf on the bar? You want a good weeder? Here's one. You want a high-end bottle or something like that. So yeah, this out of Louisiana, I'm excited to see what you got.
I just have to read this one between so your Candace, dude. I'm not supposed to blush. I have to maintain my Rambo status. It made me laugh just reading that. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. I love chat. I love reading chat in between everything, so that's good. Now, Carlos, where are you at with picks?
So I do picks with the so I'm one of the admins for the North Tampa Bottle Club. So we always do the picks with our partner stores there, MDP, Liquor Depot, and Star Liquors. Also part of the Poor Decisions Club. So poordecisions.club. We have Cedar Ridge right now. That's still available. So where I want to get to, aspirations, is kind of do what you're doing, what you all are doing. Because, Doc, I know you just went to a 7-3. So, and do a whiskey corner pick. So that's an aspiration I have. So I'll get there eventually. But right now, enjoying helping out with these picks that I'm doing right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I was actually talking to Bourbon Hall, Wade from Bourbon Hall. We're gonna try to team up and do something this year too. And so Carlos, maybe if you want, we'll have to team up and do something together. I always feel, as we're small right now and kind of growing, kind of learning from this. It's always, if you always feel more comfortable when you have a partner with you, partner in crime. Like you're a built-in partner in crime. You have your built-in one, but sometimes we need some partners in crimes too. So let me know, Carlos, if something you want to look at, and we can maybe do something together next year.
Yeah, definitely, man. Can do that.
Now, we were talking so much about turkey. I need a turkey pour. So do you guys have any 15 that you guys want to do?
And we'd love to. So we're lucky we have a couple. We do have a couple backups, unfortunately. And so,
unfortunately, but fortunately,
yeah, man.
I'm gonna grab my 15 so I can get a pour of it as well.
I'll do the same.
follow the 15.
Yeah, let's see what she sounds like today. The other rules.
Where is my 15?
You better headbutt so hard. That's it. Soft.
Yeah, just the best.
Very good. You want to rinse out? Or dip or what? I mean,
Well, I can't find my first 15 that I had like a little pour of. I wonder if my daughter decided to finish that one on me because she loves that pour, and I just don't know.
so when you say
now,
daughter, our daughters are 1. How old is your daughter? Because that's illegal.
so she's 29,
That passes.
and so she's my little she goes by HRH online, Her Royal Highness, and she really believes she's a princess. So a funny story with her: when she was younger, she had to have a procedure done, and when she was coming out of anesthesia, the nurse comes in to talk to her and as verifying like she's coherent enough, and ask her name, and she said it's HRH Dominique Denozo. So back then we used to watch a lot of NCIS. So apparently we didn't really know if she had a crush on Denozo from NCIS. Apparently she did, because that was her name that day.
That's fantastic. I'm glad the procedure went well. Glad she's
Oh yeah, went well.
Yeah,
so
man.
here's
So
my
you're empty
problem.
nester now, correct?
What was that?
You're an empty nester now?
Yes and no. My youngest, who is 27, is home right now. So she's a nurse, and so she works at the hospital right now because she wants to do CRNA, the CRNA program. And no, not CRNA. I forget what it's called. It's become an anesthesiologist, nurse anesthesiologist. But you have to work in a hospital for 2 years. So she decided, I'm gonna come home, put that money away for the 2 years, and then go do that. So that's why she's home. And then the one that I say is my the one that considers herself a princess. She's a pharmacist.
Love it.
Nice.
So anytime I do a pour, I do a giveaway. So this will be I'll do 2 giveaways tonight. So one of the giveaways will be a Russell 15 pour, guys. So
Can we enter that giveaway? Or is that
yeah. I mean, you have backups. I don't think you need to enter a giveaway, but
I filled this up with Weller SR. It's a same bottle, just refilled several times.
that's what I should have done. But I'm very curious where that last bit of my Russell's 15 is, because so I always have to watch with my wife too, because she'll come grab something to cook with, and she's not very tall, but she manages to get the top shelf stuff sometimes. I'm like, no, you can't use that. Why not?
Oh wow.
We'll do blinds. My wife will pour up a good wine on a Friday night, for instance, and she'll walk in and just take a glass and pour like a whiskey in it. And I have my babe, look, please leave like this shelf out of it, because immediately, like, a couple weeks in a row, it was like a KOK, WLW, you were 17. I love it. Thank you so much, but can't give it away if I'm drinking it in my gullet. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I'm jealous. I've still yet to get a KOK yet. That's one that I'm always hunting. I just never found in my area, so it's one I'm looking for sure.
Let's chat afterwards. Let's chat.
Ooh, that's such a good pour.
It is. It's a great pour.
We'll chat. We'll chat afterwards for sure. Doc is buying 4 of each for me. Okay, who am I buying 4 for? Tom Black, of course. I should have known Tom Black would say that. It's so funny that I can't find that bottle. I'm very curious what happened to it, because I had just enough for maybe 2 pours left, a pour and a half left. So I'm gonna be wondering until I get off of here. I'm gonna immediately call my daughter and ask her, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm asleep already. I can't talk."
It's gonna try to change the subject.
Yeah, exactly. And she was joking about it last time, so now I wonder if it was not, one of those kind of jokes. Ha ha! I'm gonna do it.
That's awesome. I don't have that problem yet. Even my wife, even when she comes in here to make, she doesn't like whiskey, but she'll drink a whiskey cocktail. And we have a Bartesian machine, so sometimes she comes in here and gets it. But I'm very lucky that she always gets something that I'm just like trying to get rid of. Let's just say, so she never goes for like the shelves that are over here that you guys can't see.
Yeah, where's your Star Wars thing? I don't see it back there. You have that Star Wars light. Am I missing it? Or is it just everything? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's not on. That's what it is. Yeah. I think normally when you're doing your videos, you're kind of standing, so you're in a different angle.
Yeah, I'm usually standing a little bit more over here.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a giveaway for this Russell's 15 right now. So that's going to be the first giveaway. So guys, if you haven't hit that hashtag or exclamation foolproof, you have to have an exclamation front. The hashtag does not work. I'm going to run that. So what I normally do duck races for this one because I don't have my monkey in the background to copy and paste stuff for me. I'm just going to do a random pick with this. So let me see if this works. I've never tried it this way. Let me refresh this just to make sure we have it. We have right now, let me see how many people watching. We have 31 people watching and 23 tickets. So I'm going to do this. Is the first one is going to be, there we go, getting a few people. This one is for the Russell's 15, guys. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I do, I'm giving you a few seconds to do that. Let me make my list here. See, once again, my monkey should be back here doing this. So I say monkey with a lot of love, guys. I don't want you to think that it's not with love. So hold on.
Sorry, guys. We're changing out our audio real quick. We had something happen. We're good.
Okay, so here we go, guys. I'm gonna see if this works. I've never done this. Let me see. Well, let me just pick a winner, or do I have to stop it? You have not picked a winner. I know I haven't picked a winner. Hold on. All right, I think I have to close entries to do it. So I'm gonna have to close entries for a second here. Now pick a winner. So I'm gonna pick a winner right now, guys. And this is for the Russell's 15.
Chad.
So Shaman. So if you're here at the top of the comments, you see there's a form that's up there pinned. Please fill in that form, fill that out for me. That's the only way I can hand deliver these to you. If you don't fill that out, you can't get your winning. So please go up there and fill that out for me. And so what I'm going to do is change this to Let me change it so we get that. So that it'll be and we'll do 2 winners at the end, Carlos, for for our giveaways as well. So let me change the settings for this so we can have start a new one. All right, profiles. This one. Let me see if it starts it. Let me see. Yep. All right, there it is. Hey, you can teach an old guy new tricks after all. I'm telling you. I don't care what they say. So we'll run this just for a few more minutes, guys, and then anything else you guys want to talk about as we're winding down here, guys?
Yeah, let's see. Whiskey of the year last year and then this year. Obviously, we had some great pours this year. I think Calumet 18 is going to be in there.
Beacon.
Those things will be in there. What did you have last year as your whiskey of the year that you had? And then this year, what are you leaning towards so far?
Carlos, go for it, Carlos.
I believe last year Russell's 15 was my whiskey of the year. This year so far, so I haven't tasted Beacon yet. I have somebody that's sending me a sample. It's either Jack 14 or
that's a good pour.
Or quite honestly, out of bottles that I have, because all I have from Jack 14 is what they sent me. Like they sent me like a little sample bottle. What I have actually, which I do my top 10 of only bottles that I actually have. Like if I got a sample, I can't put it on my top 10. Little Book the Infinite. So far, that is probably my favorite that I've tasted.
So is that the second one tequila finish? Or yeah, really?
Well, not the tequila finish. The tequila was the Booker's Founders.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
But the second one of the Infinite that came out a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
That one so far is my favorite.
Ooh, I actually have that down there. I haven't done a review on it. I've been meaning to do one. I just haven't had time. So that's on that now you made me want to try it. Maybe this week I'm gonna be doing a review on that one now.
You guys, I'm a big Beam fan. I don't know what will give it away. I don't know, but
huge fans as well. Yeah, that's awesome to hear, though. I haven't had the second edition of Infinite. I have to hunt it now.
And I'm glad I got one because down here we don't get a lot of stuff in my area. So when something comes up, I have to grab it. If not, it's gone pretty quickly.
Where's down here, by the way? Just real quick. I apologize.
I'm South Texas, so I'm about 15 minutes from the border. 4 hours south of San Antonio, 10 hours south of Dallas, 6 hours south of Houston. That's how big Texas is.
Yep.
But Florida's long, though. You guys are long. So, I mean, driving through Florida takes a long time, too.
It is long.
Girthy, too.
Hey, no need to brag on this show. No need to brag, sir.
It's a slow summer. No, I used to work in Dallas, so I had to drive from Addison, Texas to Orlando a few times. So very familiar with
that's a terrible drive.
To be honest, yeah, I have some fun stories for that one, but yeah, it was the worst. But I enjoy driving, so here we are.
Yeah, see, and I'm the opposite. I hate driving, but I mean, if you're going, I would. Anytime we drove to Florida, we go to New Orleans and stay there for a day or two before we headed that way. So that was the only blessing in that one. So
then this year you have Infinite. All right, were you also Russell's 15, Doc, or no?
So last year, I'm gonna say Russell's 15 was probably the standout one. I mean, that one's the one that surprised me the most because a lot of times you get there and then they're just not the same, But that one honestly was a really good one. Now this year is probably going to be something that you guys might not have tried, and it's the Frey Ranch Harvester. So far, is actually one of my favorite pours I've had this year. It is a Nancy blend. And it was very different with her blend. She got to do so. When she went in, they told her, we don't want it to be, it doesn't have to be a wheat. It doesn't have to be a bourbon. It doesn't have to, you just put the best blend you can put together with this. And so that's what she did. And man, it really is very, very, I like different, and it's very different and just very nice on the mouth, the mouth on there, the finish, everything about it was just super nice. And so that's why I really enjoyed that one. But so that's a very different one. Now there's something I just tried that was, that surprised me. Where is it?
So, Doug, are you usually a Frey Ranch fan? Do you like some of their other?
Really?
Because I'm on that boat. Like I usually, at least all the Frey Ranches that I've tasted so far, I've probably only tasted like 2 or 3, but I have not been a fan of. So now that you say that, now I'm curious about that bottle.
Let me remind me. I'll send you a sample of it.
Okay, cool.
Because what I love Still Austin. Still Austin's my favorite Texas distillery. Garrison's pretty close second. I don't know if you've had Garrison Brothers, but Garrison is one of those that likes Texas funk and I feel like they use the Texas funk the best, right? So I'm gonna show you two bottles real quick that of a review that's gonna have coming out. I'm kind of giving it away by doing this, but I was so surprised with this. So I had never had the Garrison Brothers Laguna Madre. And so it's a limousine finish. It's a limousine finish. So my favorite Garrison Brothers is Cowboy every year. Cowboy just blows me away. I love Cowboy. Have you guys had it?
So we have a bottle we haven't opened yet. I want to say it's last year's edition.
So is it a black bottle? Is it a black box?
Great
No, I
question.
don't think so.
Last year's was a black box. It was their anniversary.
Black box with yellow in the middle.
Yeah, so that's their anniversary. It was last year's. Yeah, I think it was like 142 proof. The year before that was 140.2. But this one I've seen it a ton of times. I never had it, but it's a $350 bottle, right?
Yeah.
But when I was buying this one, I happened to find this, which is a limousine finish as well from Dancing Goat. I'd never heard of them. I'm see if I can. There you go.
Oh, that's the limousine rye.
Yeah, I've never heard of them, never seen them, and this is a 11-year one. So when I started comparing these two, holy cow! I'm going to tell you, $70, $350. This one, I am a Texas boy, true and true, but this one for $70, 100 times over, I would buy it. You know, so. But I went to try to find a backup because I liked it so damn much, and I can't find one. So.
Well, I was going to ask you about Still Austin and how you felt about it, but you just said it's one of your favorite Texas distilleries. So
Yeah, so if you look right there on all that's all those bottles right there. Still Austin, shelf deck above that, Still Austin, shelf above that, Still Austin. So I'm lucky enough that my mother-in-law loves me and lives close enough that she gets bottles for me. So she'll go sit there at 7 a.m. till they open up at 11 and be hanging out with all these whiskey guys. And it's funny because she's done it enough now that she has a nickname. They call her Mom because she's like one of the older people there, and they're always giving her pours and all that. So she's really enjoying it. But she's actually been ahead on me on stuff like, hey, did you know this is coming out? I was like, no, I haven't even seen it yet. So she's sending me the links. So she's actually keeping an eye on it even better than I am now. So I think that's
I was gonna let you know, dog. I was like, because I knew that Blue Corn just came out. Like I believe it was it this week?
Yeah, it was last Friday.
Oh, last Friday, and I was like, damn, I wonder if Doc can get me one because I know they just released it at the distillery.
Doc can get you one.
Yeah, I might. It sold out immediately.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I have one for myself, one that somebody else claimed, and so I might have an extra one. I don't know. I don't have them in hand until Sunday. So, and that's my HRH daughter bringing the bottles home. So sometimes she claims things before I get them.
Yeah, my sister-in-law lives in San Antonio, so we went to go see them in April. So I was just like, hey, could we just maybe go to Austin for a day or two? And stop by Still Austin. So luckily everything worked out and it was, we were able to make it happen. So it was a great time. So I'm very appreciative.
I'm going to recommend if you ever do that again though, go to Still Austin, go to Crowded Barrel. It's outside of Austin.
I saw that. They reached out actually on Instagram and they look like they have a great operation going on there. It's like ran by Patreon, which is a really cool concept too.
Mm-hmm. And their stuff is interesting, but while you have right next to them, like 2 miles away, is my favorite barbecue place in the world, and it's Salt Lick Barbecue. No, wait, Salt Lick. I always get Salt Lick Grass and Salt Lick mixed. Salt Lick Barbecue, 2 miles away from them. Go eat, then go hang out at their place and just drink the rest of the day because it's amazing. So it's a fun little trip that you can do.
Nice.
Yep, definitely. We'll be out there probably next year for sure. So
if you do, let me know. I can San Antonio's about 4.5 hours, so I can always get out there.
Dude, if you hang out with Doc before I do, I'm gonna fist fight you immediately.
Oh, I want to see that. Definitely making that happen.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. Jesse would destroy me. Here we are. I'm sorry. All right, this is good. Man, this is all fantastic. So you're talking about Still Austin. I think one of my favorite picks last year in general was a rye There was a few Instagram, I guess, collabs that did it or whatnot.
Yeah, there's a couple of different like creators on Instagram that did this rye.
Damn. And it's right behind us, so I can't even open the door to pick it out at all. But incredible. So that's probably one of our favorite ryes last year, aside from Take's rare character pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was called Something Special, but it was a really good cask strength single barrel rye.
Yeah.
Like the Whiskey Boys, and I think a couple other guys did that.
Okay. Yeah, the Whiskey Boys come up back pretty damn quick on their stuff. Yeah, if you ever can, if they're close enough, ask them. So at the beginning of the month, they do the Nancy picks at the distillery, and those are always just bangers. She does a bourbon and a rye. So if you can get somebody to go out there, the bourbon sells out first. It sells out pretty quickly. So my mother-in-law every beginning of the month drives to Austin for me, picks them up for me, and holds them. And so I should have those bottles coming in down with my daughter as well. So.
Dude, when I was there, I tried to see if they were going to come out with Nancy's picks, and they just weren't ready when I was there. So timing didn't work out, but definitely on the radar for next time I go.
Yeah, they drop. Yeah, we talk about that every month. At the beginning of every month, they drop, but they sell out. The bourbon sell out within usually 2 or 3 days. The rye usually lasts about 10 days, but the bourbons sell out quick.
We talk about having Jay West on our like Mount Rushmore. Nancy Fraley's up there as well. You can generally say if she's picking it, it's going to be like damn good. And so some of those like early Joseph Magnus, all those things, same exact way we hunt them down pretty hard.
Well, apparently after I forget the number was like 370 and above. She went back to trying to be more like those original ones. And then right now there's a group of them. I forget the numbers. And so Bad Axe, I don't know if you ever watch him online. She named him for him. So, look, actually, I had it up and I just got rid of it. Where did it go? I can give you the numbers that she has those for. And so right now, those are kind of the ones that are out. So it is Bad Axe's numbers are 483 to 491, and what I can't think of the names. The ones in Michigan, Bourbon Junkies. They just did a review on one of those and just said it is amazing. They hadn't had one in a long time, and it reminds them of some of the earlier batches. So the Bourbon Junkies were just raving about it this week too. So
Jesse and I did have a question for both y'all. I think it's always interesting to ask this one before anything else. Your first bourbon you went to, right? It's like, hey, this is the one to where like you're out at a restaurant, you have a couple bucks to spend, but it's your old trustworthy. And I'll set the tone. Mine was Angel's Envy. I used to love Angel's Envy. It was my first bottle for a lot of reasons. And then on date night, get a double Angel's Envy neat. Thought I was doing something, What was your first go-to in that same arena?
Go ahead, Doc.
So what got me into bourbon to begin with was actually I was at somebody's place. They offered me I'd never had neat bourbon until that time or didn't like any neat, and it was actually Eagle Rare. It's what they gave me the first time that I actually sipped the bourbon and said, "Ooh, wait, I can sip this, and there's something more to bourbons." Now, I don't drink it as much as I probably, I have plenty of bottles of it, but I don't drink it as much because I kind of moved from there. But that's what got me started. But now, if you go to a restaurant, most restaurants are not going to have that, unfortunately. I don't know. There's not, unfortunately, most of the restaurants, they have crap. There's nothing, there's nothing really there. So I usually try to see if they have something that's a single barrel or what's their higher proof stuff. And I usually try to go with that. But for the most part, most restaurants is Yeah, I get lucky at Disney. Like Disney, I was at Disney this last a few weeks ago, and I got Jack 12, Jack 10, and then I like their Knob Creek picks. For the most part, their Knob Creek picks are usually pretty good. The one was spicy this last time, but for the most part, but so I mean, if I'm at Disney, I have a little bit more options. Carlos,
yeah, man.
But you're gonna pay for it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Build it in the budget. That's the rule.
Yeah, exactly. If I gotta go, I guess if the restaurant doesn't have a good whiskey selection, and I would say the same answer for airports and hotels because I'm in sales, so I travel a lot. I would say Knob Creek 9.
Oh yeah,
usually they have Knob Creek 9.
Yeah,
that's true.
Justin, what do you go? What's your go-to?
Well, I mean, the My go-to is different from the one that got me into
Give
whiskey
them
in the
both.
first place. Mine was Woodford Double Oak, which I see King
Yep.
BLL or
King Baller 805.
King Baller.
First of all, be hip, Jesse. I'm sorry, guys. He's the looks and intelligence, but I'm hip. So sorry about
So
that.
Woodford Double Oak is definitely the one that got me into it. But yeah, I mean, any kind of weeded bourbon. I know it's tough to find a Weller 107, but if there's one on the menu, I'm definitely taking that.
I'm with that.
Yeah, that Woodford Double Oak was actually one of my go-tos for old fashioned. So I started off with old fashions. That's how I got into whiskeys, and that Woodford Double Oak is my favorite with Demerara in there, and it's just such a good old fashioned.
Yeah,
Love it. I think so. So still for now, my wife and I'll go out from time to time for Bama games, and so she gets a shot of a nice tequila, and I'll do Jim Beam. Give me Jim Beam neat, man. If they don't have like an Angel's Envy, something like that, it's back to the roots. It's not as good as Wild Turkey 101, obviously, but something about just the peanut, you know?
Yeah,
There's
well,
no you want.
yeah, it's fun. That's interesting. I haven't had Jim Beam in such a long time. Like, well, Jim Beam. Like, not I'm not talking about like Knob Creek and all that, but it's been a while. I probably need to go back and try it again. It's been a long time.
My
So
vote is yes.
I was in the Dominican Republic. We were celebrating my mom's birthday in a resort over there, and they had nothing for whiskey, but they had that. So I recently revisited that one.
Sounds like top shelf to me, man.
Huh?
Sounds like top shelf. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that was top shelf there. That's for sure.
Yeah, we're just sipping on Russell's 15, talking about just Jim Beam, white label. $6, I'm in. I'm into that one for sure.
Exactly.
When we were in Kentucky, we stopped at a breakfast spot.
Oh man,
Grabbed some food before we head out for the Russell's Pig.
Winchell's, by the way.
Winchell's.
Shout
If
out.
you're ever in Lexington area, Winchell's is where it's at.
Stupid.
Okay.
He's like, "Oh, let me go see what they have at the bar." Comes back with 3 double Stag Juniors.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like
Nice.
$7.50 for a Stag Junior pour.
Holy cow!
9:30 in the morning with spicy chicken and grits over waffle type thing. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, you has? Yeah, we'll take a few. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, they always say if you don't start drinking in the morning, you can't drink all day.
Exactly.
I would kiss your forehead right now. Yeah. So Winchell's, by the way, if you're up there, it's definitely with it.
Yeah,
So I have,
that's the
I have a
spot.
question for you on the kind of that aspect. So I did a video, I think it was last year, and I got the idea from like somebody else's video that they're doing something else, but it kind of gave me the idea. So, like, if you were had one bottle only and one bottle for the rest of your life, doesn't matter the cost, doesn't matter anything else, and it automatically refills, like you had a genie and it automatically refilled, which one bottle would you choose?
I'll let you go first.
All right. So let's clarify. I mean, we're all bourbon guys here. So no single barrel picks allowed, but where does King of Kentucky go in there with single barrel, right? Because each one's a single.
Yeah, I would say that's fine.
So we're up there. So 2023 King of Kentucky, 2022 WLW is probably my favorite. I've had Michter's 20. I've had all those things, but for what I want on a proofy weeded pour, 2022 WLW, man, give me a gallon of it, give me a pound of scallops, and a bucket of KFC fried chicken, and I would go on death row immediately.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's either WLW or Russell's 15. I mean, it's a tough choice between those two. Like, I can't back and forth. I think I would take the Russell's 15 because I could get 2 Russell's 15s.
Here we go with value.
WLW,
That wasn't the
you know what I'm
question,
saying?
Jesse. That wasn't the question.
Yeah, but remember the value. It doesn't matter. Like that didn't matter. It's
Right.
automatically as you pour, it refills itself.
He's very good looking. Look at his eyes, right? The whole eyes, but he's not there. I get it, Jesse.
Yeah,
I
I
think
get it too.
I would do WLW just because, you know, it's incredible. Weeded bourbon, you know.
Yeah.
Just the best.
I felt like we pressured you into that. I'm sorry.
You will not drink Russell's 15. That's it. What about you guys? What are you going with?
Carlos, what are you doing?
I gotta go for George T. Stagg.
Yeah,
That's
Do you
my
have a
favorite.
preferable a year you guys want, or what you thinking?
I like the 2022, and I like.
Hey,
the
hey, Carlos, the same as
2019.
me, buddy. 2022 was one of my favorite George T. Stagg pours I've ever had.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that 22 was awesome. 23 was a letdown, and then 24 is pretty good as well.
Yeah.
You guys aren't so bad. No matter what Charles said about you, you guys aren't so bad.
Yeah.
Now that we're talking to you a little bit more.
I'm going to tell you the reason I kind of chose the GTS because I kept kind of thinking about it. Well, GTS is perfect. It's high proof, right? So if I want something lower proof, because it doesn't matter, it's gonna refill, right? So I can make a really good cocktail out of it. If I want something like just a sipper, I could just sip on it. If I want it like a hot day and I want to cool it down, I could put it on ice, which I normally don't. But at that time, that's what I was thinking. So I can do a lot of things with it, right? So that's why start a fire with it with that proof, because it was actually you're on a deserted island and you have a genie and they said you can have one thing here we
go.
That's what it was.
Mr. Rules guy.
So that's what it was. So that's why I chose that one because I felt like I had a lot of options with it. But it's actually one of my favorite pours. I love that bottle. So
yeah,
agreed. I think 23 was a let off. 24 is awesome. I haven't had 25 yet. Going back to Hazmat is nuts. We'll obviously source that one as soon as possible. We have a few, man. I think 2018 was the lowest proof at the time. 2019 came in a little bit after. That 2018 is a little special for us, for sure.
Which I have one that's a low proof, and one of my friends called it the lady GTS. My buddy Shane, he made me laugh. I was drinking it at the time. I almost spit it out because he made me freaking laugh with that. So
that's funny.
All right, so I'm gonna start running the races at the end here. Carlos, you want to go first? I'll have you do yours first. So I'm gonna do the races for this. I'm actually gonna stop and copy and paste this. So you guys chat as I stop this. So guys, if you last second to get it in there, we have 32. Let me see how many people do we have watching. We have 36 watching, 32 in here. So that's pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna stop this. So close the entries, and then you guys chat as I try to get these into the duck races. Okay.
Cool. So
you guys never let us know. You guys asked us the question, but I don't think you let us know about what your favorite bottles for 2025 are so far.
Let's hear it.
Jack 14 is up there for sure.
Okay.
Beacon is up there. Calumet 18 is up there. So it's a tight race between those three for me.
So I will say real quick, as a Russell's guy and a Wild Turkey guy, Westward Milestone Edition 2 last year was my favorite pour of last year. It was tough for me to say that. Very, very good. Huge fan, American Single Malt. This year, I'm on the same page. I think Jack 14. We haven't had the Tanyard Hill Rye out of the Hazmat proof yet. I want to give that a go. But between Beacon and Calumet, it's tough between those three. Jack 14, Calumet, and Beacon has been.
So I meant to say that earlier. That Calumet 18, I'm very
incredibly okay. Yeah.
I was very disappointed with it. I need to go back and taste it again. I haven't tasted it since my first initial taste on it, which I popped open, did a review, and I thought their 16 was better.
So that's funny you say that. Travis, we mentioned him a few times. He was over here a couple nights ago, and he had it, and he's like, man, this is not special. This is like a $100 bottle. And I think it's
100%.
definitely a lover or hate relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, it's not going to win Whiskey of the Year. So would you, obviously you're taking Jack 14 over it. Have you had Beacon yet? Probably over it as well.
The Beacon is, I was very surprised with that. Last year's like their Triumph, I wasn't too happy with.
No, same.
But this year, I did like the Beacon. I poured that out and I was like, it is what you expect from a bourbon. It is a solid bourbon pour. Cost, not that cost wise. And that's why I rate with cost. So my cost, like when I buy again number was low, but everything else hit the mark with that one. Like everything else hit the mark, just the cost was like it's a little bit too high on cost. So
yeah,
I do want to mention one thing real quick before you guys. This isn't a shameless plug. So you're talking about the favorite picks we've had. One's a little bit different. Jesse and I are really committed to American whiskeys, mostly only.
Okay.
And we ventured out into the Armagnac game. So Ode, OADE, releases single barrel cask strength Armagnacs. And we found them. He's based here in Central Florida. And one of our favorite finished whiskeys is cigar cut whiskeys, for instance. And so usually finished in an Armagnac. And so we recently picked a 40-year with them. But given the logistics, it's like 5 or 6 months out. For a special pour, it's silly. One of our good friends just texted us, hey, are you allowed to mention this one yet? And it's like, we are, but it's just so far out, and it's not American whiskey. But you're talking about like 120-ish proof, 40-year Armagnac. It's tough to compare to anything to it.
Oh yeah.
But it'll be so if you guys especially so Carlos being a Florida guy, Dan with Ode, he's in Oviedo, Florida. Look him up. He's a great dude. He was actually on the same Russell's pick with us 2 hours earlier. So we went on the same flight, same everything. We had no idea until we met at the airport. But great guy, and really looking forward to that pick as well.
Yeah, I mean,
When that comes out, let me know. I mean, I would love to try that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to check that
Samples
out. I
really
mean,
if you like, I mean, it's so close parallel wise with bourbon, the single barrel cask strength Armagnac. I mean, and not only that, but the stories behind all the different cognac or Armagnac houses and everything like that. Like, it's really awesome to hear all the different vintages and the different, just the background of how these get produced.
And so I mentioned that Rye Guy actually helped us pick that one as well as the whole foundation group. So Rye Guy, Candace, etc.
If Rye Guy didn't forget, I'm out.
yeah, exactly. All right, Rye Guy.
So I'm gonna put the race up, and we're gonna chat through this race. So I'm gonna put this up here. This is the monsters we're doing. Hold on. Here we go. Shuffle. Let's get that started there.
We Adcock. Nope, you're too fast. That's it.
Yep, out too fast in the beginning. So
wow.
But Armagnac, I started liking like cognacs and Armagnacs. I started, I've been trying to expand my palate a lot, get away from just bourbons and ryes. So I actually was in London this year doing the World Whiskey. It was World Whiskey something, and so I got to try just whiskeys from around the world that was just insane. So it did really let me, because I always think of like a lot of the other whiskeys from around the world as being very smoky, and it wasn't. This thing was not very smoky. So I was pretty excited about that. I learned a lot on there. And so like talking about that, I'm actually this Sunday, I usually do my lives on Friday, but I'm doing a live this Sunday, and it's going to be, I'm calling it the Great American Single Malt Challenge. And so me and two buddies are teaming up. We sent each other blinds of 2 American malt whiskeys, and we're going to be blinding them, kind of talking about them and rating them this week. We did a world one a few months ago. It took us a little bit longer to get to this one than it should have, but it's just timing for everybody. We'll be doing that this week.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm so enthralled by what's happening on the screen right now. I haven't rooted for Rye Guy this hard and since Vietnam. This is going to be the best. I cannot wait.
Let's go, Rye Guy. So I didn't say this. So Carlos, you'll be first place. I'll be last place for this. So first place wins Carlos's blind. Last place wins my blind. Just so you guys know. And it's going to include a pour of the River Roots in there as well. So
I do want to say
all picks.
And for you guys, really quick, I saw Static just posted a comment really quick here. Static is named Pablo from California. As long as you don't say the thing, we'd be very, very happy to not, get out of here without saying the thing. Now that he's watching.
Yeah, if you remind me 100% what it was, I can just say it.
Yeah.
It's do not say "suck it, Pablo," because that would be heartbreaking for him.
Okay, so suck it, Pablo.
What was it again? Suck it, Pablo? Is that what?
Yeah. So you can't say "suck it, Pablo." Don't say "suck it, Pablo."
Okay. Suck it, Pablo is out of the question.
Yes, out of the question. So no sucking.
Oh,
crap! Wow, Candace's husband.
Wow, crap, coach. All right, so first place. Hold on, I need to make my list here before I forget. Hold on. So first place is for you, Carlos. But let me see. Crav Coach. So Crav Coach, there's a link at the top, and please fill that out so that I can get that information to. So make sure they're here though. Crav Coach, I'm sure you're here, right? But
that's Candace's husband, by the way, which is fantastic.
Okay, and that's awesome. And then
that's an easy shipping for me.
Love it.
Delivery.
Right?
John Garth, are you here? Because you're last place, and you get my my blind.
Love it.
Just making sure. Crav, Yepper, he's here, and then I'm just waiting for John Garth. John Garth, are you still here?
This thing is freaking heavy.
I know. We're gonna make some of this.
Let's see.
Keep flashing it.
Yeah, just because
Armagnac.
That's
This is the key right here. Not gonna lie.
So I was just on their website.
Yeah.
So I see like a 37, a 39. So you guys are recommending the 40-year one that's coming
All right.
out?
So he has his own releases he does, like his own picks of, and then he offers single barrel opportunities.
There he is.
It's great. I mean, they're all going to be incredible, and that's not just us saying that because of it. We have a few samples I think we could probably send you or have Dan send you as well. It's worth getting into because I've never had Armagnac before until we linked up with him, and then we're like, all right, let's do this thing.
It's fun, isn't it? It's fun.
It's the best. And then he was, again, Dan, thank you so much, was able to send out 4 samples of all 4 barrels we chose from to all of our foundation members. So we're talking like 6 different samples sent across the country for all of us to come together on a single barrel pick, which was been great. But again, Carlos, he's a Florida guy. Sorry, Doc. I mean, we'd love to get you the hookup as well, but being this local, come on down, man. Next time you're at Disney, I'm sure we can get Dan to hang out.
I'll just ask my wife, and if I say, hey, book a Disney trip, she'll book it for next week. So I can't say that yet.
Lake
so-
County, expect it.
Yeah, she heard me. She's in the other room. She's like, it's booked. She's booking it now. Garth, make sure to fill out that form for me, buddy. If you don't, I can't get this hand delivered to you guys. So make sure you do that. So, hey, well, been a great night. Been a lot of fun. Enjoyed my pour. So I appreciate you guys. And, this is honestly, guys, just not because they're on here. We're honest. Carlos and I are very honest. We would have told you. We've been like, yeah, sure, go buy one. This is actually a really good pour. I really liked it. I like the. It's very oily. It sticks to the tongue. It's sweet because it's a wheat. It's just overall good pour. And actually, having the RR15, it held up pretty. Like the RR15, it held up pretty well with it. I mean, I'm not saying it's a RR15 beater. Right? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it held up very well for the part to warm me up for it.
Yeah.
So
I'll be completely honest. I only have one R15. So I'm not like y'all that have like 20 of them, but so I am babying this bottle. So I did not have a problem going back to the river roots after the RR15.
Yeah.
I was like, that's what I'm having right now. I'm like, this is good. This is really good. So
No,
and it's not because you guys are on here, because
This is a family-friendly show. Or are we allowed to be a little bit? Like,
a little bit, yeah.
So if it was large enough, you would hear my erection hitting the table. But I'm a tiny guy, So thank you so much for being so kind to our barrel pick, man. We really
it's honestly a really good pick. I mean, I'm not just saying that. It's honestly a really good one. Do you still have more of these available?
They sold out in 48 hours, thankfully, which has been awesome.
Oh, wow.
So sold out real quick.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, well, we have a bunch earmarked for charity. We're going to do some free giveaways. Free being they donate and all the money goes to somewhere else. But it'll be for all of our picks we have coming up and all that stuff. But first, Charles, thank you so much, Rye Guy, for allowing this to happen. And obviously, Doc and Carlos, guys, thank you.
Yeah.
We're incredibly humble. Just thank you. We're Lake County guys, man. We're just hanging out.
Thanks for hanging out with us. And I hope who was on the camping trip? Who was the one doing camping?
It was me. Yeah, it was me.
Hopefully that was a great trip. It's great family memories. I have great family memories with my kids when they were younger. So
Yeah, no, we had a great time. It was like perfect weather until Monday night, Tuesday morning. We got into like the 30s.
oh,
It was a little cold. So we got out there just in the nick of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great time. It was nice, relaxing, no TV. So just got to unplug and, just hang out with the kids and the family and friends.
it is nice unplugging. Torup's a little sad. He said this was a bottle review no one can get anyways. I'm sorry, Torup. I so apologize. I thought they had more, but I'm sorry they did such a good pick and sold out.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it was like best case scenario, but we had no idea that it was going to go that fast.
Yeah.
So we were pleasantly surprised.
Thanks,
So,
Whiskey Kids. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, appreciate you guys. Have a great night, and everybody be safe. And stay on so we can chat in the background for a second. But everybody, be careful. Be safe out there.
Gentlemen,
Guys.
thank you.
I'll see you guys Sunday. See you guys Sunday. Cheers.
cheers,
Cheers.
everyone.